Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Long Island, Uniondale, I believe it is tonight. It's the 1974 Boston Bruins taking on the 1974 New York Islanders. The Bruins are having a fantastic start in this season. They are 9-0. In fact, so much so that what I actually did is I turned down some of the stats on some of the Bruins, because I did add Tretiak in net, as you can see, also Valery Kharlamov and Boris Mikhailov, as I added 3 Russians to the Bruins, and that has definitely beefed this team up. So just to try to keep it fair, I know it's not fair like it is, but just to keep it fair, I did tone down some of the stats on some of the players as I've begun to get into this game a little bit more. So anyway, that is our starting lineup. Esposito centering the 2 new Russian players, along with Orr and Vadnais, with Tretiak in the net. And taking a look at the Islanders tonight, we do have Clark Gillies centering Nystrom and Howitt, with Dennis Potvin and Marshall on the defense, and Billy Smith in net. We're going to check our ticker. We got our live ticker going tonight. 2 games in progress. Montreal, Philadelphia. We definitely want to keep an eye on that one. Montreal on a goal by Savard, just a minute in, leads that one 1-0. And it looks like that's, early in the game there. If you move that, you can just see that time over here a little bit. So I actually emailed Dave Koch and see if there's any way we could keep the ticker up, because when the games go final, they disappear. So I would rather keep the scores up so I can talk about them a little bit. Anyway, here we go. We're going to let the computer decide what's going on right off the bat. And here we go. Well, I don't get my sound up. I can't hear the sound myself. Here we go. All right, so Potvin with it now over the line for a shot of the game, saved by Tretiak. Nystrom in front looking for the rebound, but it was taken away by Orr. Pushed back in the Boston zone, but it's picked up again by the Bruins. Early stages of this game, and we have no score, Islanders and the Bruins. It's moved back in the Boston zone. Islanders taking it to Boston here, shot in front. That was blocked by Orr. And it's taken by Esposito now. We're going to try to get aggressive coming out of the zone. Kharlamov was it. Over the Islander line now to Mikhailov. Mikhailov is going to fire this one. Saved by Smith. And we're going to get a whistle. So 18:32 to play. We played 1:28 in this one. Each team with a couple of good shots on the net. I'm going to roll out the second line right now for Boston. Let's see if we can draw this back. Shepard and St. Laurent. It is won by the Bruins. Finally, Shepard kicked that one back to the point. Smith with it. It's back to Shepard over to Hodge. Busick with it now. Busick has Shepard in front. Hodge on the side. Let's see if we can get it to Hodge on the side. Busick with it. Trying to get it to Hodge. Couldn't get it to him, and it's taken by the Islanders. Slapped around the boards into the Boston zone. Picked up by Harris, though. Harris fires this one. Saved Tretiak. And he had to be sharp on that one. I'm going to go to third line out for Boston right now, playing a little balanced attack here. It's Savard against Bourne. Bourne wins it back. Hart has it over to Westfall. Now to Jean Potvin. Potvin lost it, though, and it's taken by Boston. They try to skate up out of their own zone, and they do, up to center ice, but they lose it, and it's McMillan now for the Islanders. McMillan's going to play it in as the Islanders change up. Boston has it now in the neutral zone. They're going to try to skate it in. Got to see who has the puck right now. Savard had it taken away by McMillan, and he gets it back for the Islanders. Cameron to Rambeau to Dennis Potvin. Rambeau shoots. Saved by Tretiak, and Tretiak will hang on. Can't really see that puck right now, so I'm going to enlarge that a little bit. We'll go up to 8. Sometimes I like a nice big puck in the game so you can see it. So we'll see if that makes it any easier to see. I'll go back to the first line now for Boston. As we try a balanced attack here. Esposito and Horn on the draw. It is won by Esposito. First face-off win for the Bruins, and this one, I believe, maybe the second. Hart with it now for the Islanders. The Cameron to Westfall. They move it in. They're pressuring Boston, but Mikhailov steals it. Going to try to get aggressive now. It's Mikhailov to Kharlamov. Over the line. Drop past the Orr. Over to Mikhailov. One-timer saved by Smith. And the Islander goaltender covers up. A lot of big names on his Islander team right now, including the goaltender, Billy Smith. I'm going to keep Esposito out there. We're going to put Cashman and Schmartz out there with him. See if we can get something going. Let's go Busick and Schmartz. Sometimes I like to mix it up just for a few seconds, and sometimes that pays off. But it's won by Stewart. Picked up low body Islanders. They're going to flip it out the center. Esposito with it now. Esposito, full head of steam over the line to Busick. Drops it back to Orr. Over to Busick. Now to Esposito. Shot saved by Smith with Bobby Schmartz in front. And no rebound to be had. I'm going to go Cashman, Shepard, Hodge right now. I'll throw out a third line up. You see my third line, Harold Sneps. I just picked him up. He's 20 years old. I think he was a big name in Vancouver for years, but I have Harold Sneps, who I picked up off the free agent wire. Free agent wire is very thin in this game and not really accurate compared to some other strategy games, but it works. And I wanted to have a sixth defenseman. That was now Gillies to Howitt to Potvin. Potvin shot, and that eludes Tretiak, but it's off to the side of the net. Boston has it now, trying to break it out. This has been the most even game of the season so far I've had, so I wonder if playing with those numbers has an effect on things. Shepard lost the puck, but it's a penalty to Marshall, and Boston goes on the man advantage.
New York I penalty to number 6, Bert Marshall, 2 minutes for hooking, time of the penalty, 5 minutes 51 seconds.
They have O'Reilly at center, huh? Alright, so that's my power play line. I'm going to go Karlamov, Esposito, and Schmartz, but it's won by St. Laurent. And Harris flips it all the way down. Picked up by St. Laurent, but he's knocked off the puck by Schmartz. The Islanders are not happy with that. No call. And the Bruins will continue on the man advantage. Dumped in by Esposito. Schmartz gets there first. Now to Orr. To Karlamov. Back to Schmartz. Over to Orr. Orr has it. Orr is going to try to make a pass and move it around to Esposito. They move it right back to Orr. Orr's going to try to slide up for the shot. Orr driving to the net. Gets around Potvin. Fires it. Save Billy Smith. Billy Smith with a nice save there. Karlamov has it now as they move it around again. Esposito looking to make a play. Minute 36 to go in the man advantage. Esposito stick handling with it. He's got Karlamov on the side. Send it over to Karlamov. His shot saved by Smith. Schmartz in front trying to get that rebound, but it's knocked away by Potvin. Orr keeps it in at the point, though. Orr with it. Has Esposito down low. Slides it to Esposito, but he can't get it to him. Harris makes a terrific defensive play, and he knocks the puck out to center. Boston not happy with that check at all, but play will resume. Busick, Shepard, Hodge coming out on the man advantage. Al Sims will join Orr as they rush it up the ice. Bobby Orr with it. Rink wide pass to Busick. Busick over the line. Had it poke checked away by Stewart. Orr gets it back for a second, and he lost it, and the Islanders snap it down again. Under a minute to go on the man advantage. It is Boston over the line. Busick over to Orr. Orr drive, and that goes high over the net. Billy Smith actually ducked on that one. It's kept in by Boston as Orr gets his own rebound. Orr looks to get it over to Busick on the side. Pass to Busick. Busick turns and shoots. Save Smith. He shot that right through the legs of Greg Shepard, who was standing in front, and we got a whistle. Let's go Cashman, O'Reilly, and Mikhailov. How about we mix that up a little bit? That could be kind of cool. See what kind of magic we can work here. 31 seconds to go in the man advantage. First period, no score. Boston and the New York Islanders from Long Island. Islanders send it all the way down. Perhaps one last rush for the Bruins on the man advantage. O'Reilly walking in. Dishes to Cashman. Back to Mikhailov. Hit by Harris.
New York returns to full strength.
The Islanders are at full strength and they control the pucks. We need to get our lines back together. Yeah, we'll just go line 4. And we'll put our second pair of defensemen back out. See if we can get the lines back together here. So the Islanders successfully kill off the penalty. Now they move it in. Harris. Harris with a cannon saved by Tretiak. Locker's save leaves that in front. Controlled by the Islanders. Lewis spinning. Now over to Howard. Howard shot. And that's blocked by Al Sims. That's the second block of the game for the Bruins. Sims has it. Sends it up to O'Reilly. O'Reilly over the blue line of Savard. Now to Donnie Marcotte. Marcotte with a drive, and that goes wide of the net. Never really had a chance. Picked up by the Islanders in their own zone. Harris now to Westfall to Howard as they try to move it up. Now up over center. Delayed call coming to the Bruins this time. It's going to be Marshall with a chance. Marshall shot through a screen. And Tretiak's going to make the save, and he'll hang on. It's going to be O'Reilly for
Boston
tripping.
Penalty to number 24, Terry O'Reilly, 2 minutes for tripping.
So Shepard and Hodge will come up. And we'll put Orr and Vadnais out as we try to kill this off. Lafleur scoring in Montreal. And they're up 2-0 on the Philadelphia Flyers. A busy night in the NHL tonight. We'll keep an eye on that ticker if we can. Shepard and Stewart battle. It's won by the Islanders. Cameron has it. Potvin to Marshall to Stewart. They move it around. Cameron and McMillan. Nice puck work here by the Islanders. Stewart with it in the slot. Stewart shot, save Tretiak. Point blank shot, and the Russian goaltender come out and made the save. Potvin keeping it in at the blue line, though. Sends it over to Cameron. Cameron with a shot saved by Tretiak. Try to kick that one to the side. Vadnais trying to get it, but he can't. Cameron comes up with it. Now loses it to Shepard. Shepard has it, and Greg Shepard will try to clear for Boston, and he does. All the way down to the Islanders zone. 10:42 to go in the period. Islanders on the power play. Potvin with it up to Stewart to Cameron. They get it up over the Bruins blue line. Jean Potvin with it. He takes the drive. Saved by Tretiak. That's shot number 8 for the Islanders. And Tretiak stopped them all. Marshall keeping it at the point. He looks poke checked by Orr. Orr has the puck. Trying to get it up over center. Vadnais had it and lost it. Controlled by Stewart. Stewart in deep. Stewart with a shot. Saved by Tretiak as Stewart fed it up front to Cameron, and Tretiak gobbles that one up. As you see some of the games coming up later, Kansas City is at Atlanta. Some of the newer teams playing, and then Vancouver at Washington for those of you scoring at home. So Busick and Cashman will come out with Harold Sneps and Darrell Edestrand has picked up Sneps, 20 years old, off the free agent wire. And he's played very well for us, filling in for Gary Doak. Now Rombo wins it back to Westfall. Westfall teases this up through a screen. Saved by Tretiak. Bounces over to Edestrand. He can't clear it, though. It's kept in at the point. Potvin down to Nystrom, but Nystrom's hit by Sneps. Boston has it now. Let's see if I can get Dallas Smith out. Oh, I got to clear it out first. See if I can clear it out. And Boston flips it out to center. Actually goes all the way down. 19 seconds to go on the man advantage. Let's get Schmartz and Dallas Smith out here. At least change a couple of penalty killers. As the Islanders come back on the man advantage. Westfall hit by Cashman. Picked up by Schmartz.
To full strength.
It's a 2-on-1. It's Schmartz and Cashman. O'Reilly is out of the box. 2-on-1. Here it is. It's Cashman to Schmartz. Schmartz moving in. Score! Bobby Schmartz makes it 1-0 Boston as he scooped up the puck with Cashman on the 2-on-1 with the penalty just expiring
Boston
to O'Reilly.
Goal scored by number 18, Bobby Schmartz, his 7th of the season, assisted by number 12, Wayne Cashman, time of the goal 11 minutes 1 second.
So O'Reilly steps out of the box and it was a turnover at center. Almost was a 3-on-1 on the play. And Cashman and Schmartz moved in, and Bobby Schmartz having a red-hot year for the Bruins, his 7th of the season. And he beats Billy Smith for a 1-0 Bruins lead. Now it's Esposito in deep. He's looking to make a play. On Mikhailov, down to Vadnais. They're moving around. Mikhailov was knocked off the puck by Bourne, and the Islanders have it. McMillan up the center. Over the blue line to Lewis. Lewis makes a move. Now takes a wrist shot saved by Tretiak. And he will hang on. I'll put D2 out there. I want to keep my D fresh if I can. Esposito's going to win that one. Mikhailov back to Esposito. They play it up the center and play it in deep into the Islander zone. Smith and Esposito working around. Smith's open at the point, but Karlamov's going to try to make a play down low. He's in trouble. Tried to cut and lost an edge and fell down. And it's taken by the Islanders now. It's the Harris line for New York as they move it up over center. Hart to Harris to St. Laurent. St. Laurent gains his own, puts on the brakes, fires it towards the net, and he scores! Full Tretiak on that one for his first of the year, and the game is
goal
tied.
Scored by number 21, Andre Saint Laurent, his first of the season, assisted by number 15, Billy Harris, and by number 2, Gary Hart. Time of the goal 12 minutes 43 seconds.
So we're tied at 1 as Saint Laurent come in. He snapped that one short side on Tretiak from a fair distance out, and he beat the goaltender, and it's 1-1. Now Vatney's with it. Vatney to Shepard, score! It was a slap pass to Greg Shepard, wide open in front, and just like that, the Bruins got the lead back.
Boston goal scored by number 19, Greg Shepard, his 6th of the season, assisted by number 10, Carol Vatnays, and by number 4, Bobby Orr. Time of the goal 13 minutes 2 seconds.
So just like that, the Bruins respond after the goal by Saint Laurent had tied it for New York. So goals coming like bananas. They're in bunches right now. Islanders play it in deep, but it's taken by Vadnais. Vadnais looks to start it up for the Bruins. They get it over the line. Busick with it over to Orr. Oh, the shot saved by Smith. Rebound comes over to Hart, but he can't get it. Busick and Westfall battle, but it is taken by the Islanders. They try to move it out of the zone. They trail 2-1 right now to the Bruins after the goal by Shepard. Vadnais got run over. The ref didn't see it. Play will continue as we try to make a line change here. And let's dump and chase on the play and make the change. Schmatz picks it up behind, and then he got there first, trying to get it over to Cashman. Cashman has it to Savard over to Schmatz right now. Schmatz's only play is to the point. Let's see if we can keep it in deep for Boston right now. Gets it to Savard. Savard doesn't have a shot as they curl in deep at the Islanders' end. Savard over to Cashman. Cashman, let's just get a shot. Let's go send it back to Dallas Smith. Shot saved by Billy Smith, and we'll get a whistle there. We'll keep that line out. They were doing pretty well. Cashman, Savard, and Schmutz. Savard on the draw against Gillies. It's won by the Islanders. Flip it out to center ice, and now Boston has it. It's Wayne Cashman. They're going to try to skate it in. Savard over the blue line to Schmutz. Back to Dallas Smith, and he lost it. And it's taken away by Howard. Is in alone. Howard on a breakaway. He moves in and scores! Snap that one in off the post on the breakaway. And this one is tied at 2-2.
New York goal scored by number 8, Gary Howard, his 6th of the season. Time of the goal 15 minutes 26 seconds.
Let's see if I can change that. Howard.
Howard.
I think it's how at.
How at.
It might be how wet.
Howard.
Yeah, let's go with that. Howard. Okay. And so we're tied at 2 now here in New York. Face off at center ice. Bourne kicks it out of the face-off circle, and they move it into the Boston zone. Vadnais had it, and he plays it up now as the Bruins come the other way. Vadnais over the line. Vadnais looking, he's going to take a shot right now. Vadnais winds up and fires, looking for a tip in front. He got it, but Mikhailov tipped that one just wide. They scored on a goal like that just a few seconds ago with Greg Shepard scoring. But now it's back in the Boston zone, picked up by Esposito. I get Hodge out here. Mikhailov is getting tired on the play. They bring it in over the line, and it's offside. We're going to keep Esposito out here with Busick and Hodge right now. Face off at neutral ice. It's won by the Bruins. Coming up on 3.5 minutes to go here in the first period. Over the line, offside one more time. Now we'll get Shepard out with his line. Excuse me, let's get a little aggressive here. See if we can get something to happen. Pushed over the Islander blue line. It's controlled by the Islanders. Harris with it now to Stewart. Brings it up over center. Over to Boston line. He's going to drive this one. Save Tretiak. And he'll tie this one up. Shots are 14-10 for the Islanders right now. And they seem to be taking it to the Bruins here in a 2-2 game. Boston has it behind the net. Long pass out to Busick. Busick over the line to Orr, and Orr is knocked down by McMillan on the play. Taken by the Islanders. Long pass, can't connect, and it will be icing. Full change coming up for Boston right now. Savard wins the faceoff for the Bruins. Coming up on 2 minutes of play here in the second. Cashman, little flip pass over to Sims. Sims with a shot. Saved by Billy Smith. Saw that all the way, and he will freeze it. Keep the same guys out. They're still pretty fresh right now for Boston. This time the faceoff is won by Clark Gillies of the Islanders. Up to Nystrom, dumps it in deep. Howard there first, over to Westfall, then Nystrom. They move it around. Howard has it. Howard turns. Howard's going to take a shot. Saved by Tretiak. Howard has a goal early in this period on a breakaway, and that tied things up at 2. Nystrom had it and lost it, and it's Al Sims right now. As Boston tries to get the first line back out here. And they do. They move it up the center now. Karlamov to Esposito to Mikhailov. Mikhailov has it in deep. He takes a look around.
1 minute remaining in
over
the first
Esposito
period.
Now. Esposito. He tries to make a pass. Esposito gets it back. No one open on this play. Time running out in the period. Esposito with it to Mikhailov. They play catch with it. Now it's Karlamov. Karlamov trying to cut to the front of the net. Trying to get around a man and hopped over his stick as he tried to make his move. And it's taken by the Islanders the other way. Here they come up to neutral ice, but it's taken away. Al Sims has it now. He's going to try to skate it in the zone here. 11 seconds to go. We need to get a shot on net here. Mikhailov to Esposito. Time's going to run out. I don't have a shot or a pass right now. And that'll end the period. The score, after 1, it's the Islanders 2 and the Bruins 2. Shots of 15 for the Islanders, 11 for Boston. Got a good game going on right here. Come back out with the top lines. Dornhofer has scored in Montreal to tie that game at 2-2. Chicago and Kansas City just underway, and no score Atlanta, St. Louis. As we take a look at the outer town ticker, I love that ticker. Howard with it now. Howard with a shot, save Tretiak. And the first save of the second period goes to the Boston goaltender. We'll keep these lines out. Let's get aggressive now. Esposito wins it to Karlamov. Over the line, drops it off to Smith. They move it on. Esposito trying to cut towards the center for a better shot, but taken away by Marshall. Now over to Bourne. Bourne, he's gone. He's on a breakaway. He moves in. Bourne scores! It's the second breakaway of the game for the Islanders, and they've scored on both of them, and they now lead.
A goal scored by number 14, Bob Bourne, his second of the season. Time of the goal 1 minute 1 second.
So early here in the second period, the Islanders is shocking the Bruins. A long pass after Esposito tried to cut to the front of that, had a poke check, and Bourne was off to the races, and Tretiak has been beaten twice on the breakaway. Now taken away by Shepard as Boston now finds himself trailing in this game. And they haven't trailed much this season. They're perfect 9-0 as we talked about, but I did adjust some stats, and we'll see how that affects things. Shot by Harris from the outside. That's easily handled by Tretiak, and we got a face-off. Let's get line 3 out there. Let's go line 3 and line 3. See if the third line gets something going here for Boston. Savard against Gillies. Savard's going to win that face-off. And Schmaltz has it now. Brings it up over the line. The Cashman over to Edistran. Edistran moving in for the point shot. Tipped in front by Savard. That's loose. Smith made the save, and the Islanders going to flip it out to center. I'm going to try to carry it in if we can. Snaps over to Cashman. Cashman knocked off the puck by Gillies. Billy's big, rugged forward for the Islanders. Howard over to Dennis Potvin. Nystrom and Howard moving around. Back to Nystrom. Wrist shot saved by Tretiak. Nystrom was open on the play, and Tretiak will hang on. I need to get the big guns back out here for Boston right now. But it's won by Bourne, who has one of the goals in this one. Bourne over to Westfall. They move it around. Westfall at the point trying to make a play. Knocked off by former teammate Phil Esposito. And it's taken by Boston right now. They set up the break. They move up ice. Vadnais slides over to Karlamov. To Vadnais. Back to Karlamov. Karlamov with a shot. And that's blocked in front. Like Eddie Westfall might have got a piece of that, or it might have been Hart. Coming the other way, it's Bourne. Bourne drops it off for Hart. Here comes another shot. And that whistle's just wide. Back and forth we go here in Long Island. It's taken by Orr right now. Try to get the second line out for Boston. Let's clear it out and make sure of this one here. Both teams are changing up. Islanders coming back the other way. Nystrom had nowhere to go. Now he slides over to Gillies. Gillies over the line. Going to shoot this one. Nice high shot on Tretiak. And that one's not going to get by him, and he hangs on. 15-19 to go here in the second. And it's 3-2 for the Islanders. Out of town scoreboard. Nole getting Kansas City on the board. And they're up over Chicago, shockingly 1-0. I don't think Kansas City has won a game yet in my playthrough here. As I just check some of the messages coming in on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in if you're tuning in. And Montreal, Philadelphia tied at 2, and the other games are later on. But Kansas City, yeah, shocking the Blackhawks early. It's early, but they are shocking them at home. But back here in Long Island, it's the Islanders 3, Boston 2. The Islanders 20 shots right now on Tretiak, 2 breakaway goals, and the last one by Bourne was the difference. Sims has it now. Sims, I can't really penetrate with a defenseman, so we're just going to take a shot, hope for a deflection in front. Sims shoots, saved by Billy Smith. Al Sims moved in, and Smith got the blocker on it, and he's going to hang on. 14:51 to go here in the second period. Shepard now on the draw. He lost it. Rolls in on the Islander goaltender. He's going to push it off to the side, and they're going to flip it out the center just to be safe. Shepard now trying to skate back in the zone. Over to Hodge. Hit by Potvin. And it's controlled by the Islanders. Here they come the other way. Into the Boston zone. Picked up by the Bruins as the Islanders were changing on the play. Boston's going to change it well, as well. And they get some fresh skaters. Now Busick and Hart going at it. And we got some penalties coming. I think Busick stepped in to protect Karlamov, but Karlamov's going to get the penalty.
To number 17, Valery Karlamov, 2 minutes for roughing New York. Penalty to number 2, Gary Hart, 2 minutes for unsportsmanlike conduct. Time of the penalties, 6 minutes 15 seconds.
So, Karlamov will go to the box, and that's going to really mess up our lines here. And face-off will be in the Islanders' zone. Boston trailing by a goal here in the second period. Savad wins it back. They move it around. Schmaltz to Cashman. Sends it back to Orr. Orr is going to shoot this one. Bobby Orr tees this one up. Shot saved by Billy Smith. Rebound. It went right by Savad. Picked up, and it shot out the center. Pushed in the Boston zone now. Dennis Potvin he was knocked off the puck, and it goes to Vadnais. And Vadnais has it. But he's knocked off the puck by McMillan as the Islanders control it now at center. They dump it back in. Potvin to Bourne. They move it around. Big hit by Bobby Schmaltz. And Boston will take the puck there. The hitting's picked up, so let's get O'Reilly out there now. He knows what to do when it gets kind of out of hand. So, teams are changing up. Savad over the line to Orr. Back to Vadnais. Vadnais sends one towards the net. Tipped by O'Reilly, who just jumped over the boards, and the redirection goes wide. Stewart now is going to flip it in to the Boston zone. Islanders get there first. They move it around. It's Westfall at the point. His shot goes wide of the net. And it's going to go out of play. As it hit the side of the net, or maybe it was deflected by the goaltender. But in any case, we do have a whistle. Let's keep O'Reilly out there now. Let's go Busick, Esposito, and O'Reilly. Let's really rough it up. And let's get Al Sims out here with Dallas Smith. Esposito on the draw. Teams are skating 5 aside. Still got matching penalties going on. As Karlamov and Hart are ready to come out of the box at the next whistle. Lewis now at a nice shot. And that goes way wide. He was being pressured by Busick. And it goes out of play. So everybody's back now. Let's check the out-of-town scoreboard. Still 1-0 in Kansas City. Philadelphia ties things up in Montreal at 2-2. And no score in St. Louis with Atlanta. And the other games are coming up later. And we did see them here for a minute. But now they're gone. So let's see. Let's get Marcotte, Shepard, and Schmaltz. We haven't seen these guys in a while, and we'll keep that defensive pair out there. 11.5 to play, almost midway through this game. Boston now over the Islander blue line. Shepard is hit by Gillies. We got a penalty coming up. Schmaltz has it, looking to make a play. It's got Shepard 3 stars on the inside. Schmaltz trying to get it over to Shepard. Sends it over to Shepard. He turns, saved by Billy Smith. Rebound is picked up by Dallas Smith. He has it at the point. He's going to send it over to Esposito on the side. Espo with it. Fires this one, saved by Smith. Bruins got a couple great shots during the delayed penalty. They control it. Esposito and Marcotte have it. See if we can get it to Schmaltz on the inside. It's going to be a tough pass. Trying to get it to Schmaltz. Schmaltz has it. Schmaltz shoots. Saved by Smith again. That's 3 point-blank shots here during the delayed call. Esposito has it. He's going to try to get it to Greg Shepard now. Esposito to Shepard. Shepard shot. Score! And the game is tied. Greg Shepard scoring that one as they had the extra man out there during the delayed call.
Boston goal scored by number 19, Greg Shepard, his 7th of the season, assisted by number 7, Phil Esposito, and by number 18, Bobby Schmaltz. Time of the goal 9 minutes 26 seconds.
So the Bruins tie it up on a delayed call, and that's the second time this season that the Bruins have scored on the delayed call. They seem to be working around really well with that extra man. So even with 11 skaters in the zone, they managed to keep control. Now they come right back on the attack. Kharlamov with it. Kharlamov trying to get it to Esposito. His pass is taken away by Harris, though. And it's taken by the Islanders in their own zone. Now a big hit by Esposito. He wasn't happy he didn't get that pass. Esposito has it back. Esposito is going to send it on the wing to Kharlamov, trying to get it to him. Kharlamov, one-time shot saved by Smith. And he's going to hang on as some pushing and shoving in front of the Islander net. 3-3 our score. Terrific game here in Long Island tonight. Let's get Shepard and O'Reilly out there with Cashman. That looks good. See if we can get some of the big boys banging around out there. Shepard wins it. So Orr at the point. Orr has it. Orr has Cashman down low. Trying to get it over to Cashman. But he's hit by Bourne on the play right when the puck arrives. And it's taken by the Islanders. Had 3 stars in that too. Should have been able to make that pass. And he couldn't. Now O'Reilly and Lewis. And they're going to go. O'Reilly and Lewis mixing it up to the left of Tretiak. And they're still going at it. And finally, they tired himself out, and Lewis
Boston
knocked down
penalty
O'Reilly.
to number 24, Terry O'Reilly, 5 minutes for fighting. New York I penalty to number 25, Dave Lewis, 5 minutes for fighting.
So O'Reilly and Lewis will go to the box. 5 minutes for fighting. This thing's heating up here in Long Island. Back to the point to Edistran, though, as we call it a live action. Edistran shot saved by Smith short side. And he'll hang on to that, and we'll get a whistle. Marcotte, Savard, and Mikhailov out here right now. As Smith and Sims come off the box. Philadelphia taking a lead over Montreal in Montreal on a Ross Lonsbury goal. And Ivan Boldyrav ties things up for Chicago in Kansas City. They are tied at 1-1, and Lysiak scoring for Atlanta as they are tied to St. Louis 1-1 as we take a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Boston wins the draw. They come away with it. It's Marcotte at the point. Marcotte has it in deep. He looks and he lost it as he tried to get it to Savard, and it's going to be the Islanders with it now. Gillies up over to Harris. They come over the line. Over to Potvin. Dennis Potvin with a shot. And that goes wide. Sims with it now as Boston just flips it out of the zone. Brought right back in by the Islanders. Delayed call coming on Boston. A shot by Potvin goes wide. And it'll be touched up by the Bruins. And here's the call. It's
Boston penalty to number 21, Don Marcotte. 2 minutes for hooking. Time of the penalty, 12 minutes 12 seconds.
And we take a look at how we get out-of-town scoreboard here. Buffalo and Toronto are going. Ferguson tying the game up for Toronto. As we got 4 games being played right now in the NHL. And as mentioned, I really love this ticker here. So here we go. Shepard and Hodge out with Orr and Vadnais as they try to kill off this Man advantage. Hodge had it and lost it. Harris takes it away from him. The Islanders have the puck right now. Gillies with it. Gillies with a shot, and that's blocked by Bobby Orr in front. So you got to skate on that, and it goes out to center. Islanders flip it in deep now. Gillies there first, sends it back to Potvin. They move it around. St. Laurent has it over to Gillies. Gillies with a shot, and that's tipped aside by Vadnais and goes out of play. Tretiak might have got a piece of that as well, and we got a whistle. Let's get Busick and Cashman out there right now. Let's see if we can clear this out. Stewart wins the draw. Islanders have it. Still a minute and a half to go on the man advantage. It's Potvin. Over to Cameron. He was leveled on the play, but he gets back up with it, fires it towards the net. Tretiak makes the save. Rebound in front. It comes back to the point to Potvin. Flips it over to Cameron. Cameron with a shot. Tretiak another save. And he's going to freeze this one. Still a minute 12 to go in the man advantage. And we'll keep these guys out here right now. See if we can clear it out. Busick and Cashman trying to kill off the rest of this penalty here for Boston. St. Laurent wins the faceoff though. He gets a return pass. He fires a point-blank shot. Tretiak with the save. It bounces, but it's kept in by the Islanders. St. Laurent at the side of the net. Knocked over by Busick. Scooped up by Cashman. And Cashman coming in on a breakaway. Short-handed. Wayne Cashman on Billy Smith. Wayne Cashman comes in, and he's hogged down. Hauled down by Potvin, and we got a penalty shot upcoming. Holy cow, folks. It's going to be a penalty shot for the Bruins. And I haven't seen one of these here. I'm going to see if I can actually tape this here just on my phone just to see what happens. So sorry about this, but I want to film this penalty shot here. So here we go. It's going to be Cashman on Billy Smith on the penalty shot. Here we go. Cashman moving. It says Busick, but it's Cashman. He moves in, takes a wrist shot, scores! Cashman scores on the penalty shot, and Boston goes up 4-3.
13 minutes 31 seconds.
So we got a penalty shot, and Cashman scores. And I've never seen that before in this game. And that was also pretty rare back in the day. So it is a goal. And the Bruins lead 4-3 on the penalty shot. And I'll have to make a note about that. So we see Busick and Cashman will stay out there. So Cashman had the breakaway hauled down, and they got a penalty shot, and it's a goal. And so with 41 seconds to go in the Marquardt penalty, the Bruins get a shorthanded penalty shot goal by Wayne Cashman to take the lead. But here come the Islanders right back. Potvin with a shot, and he scores! He drives that one, stick side, high shot, and just like that, the game is tied at 4.
Power play goal by number 5, Dennis Potvin, his second of the season, assisted by number 18, Ed Westfall, and by number 16, Ralph Stewart. Time of the goal 13 minutes 43 seconds.
Wow, so crazy times here in Long Island as the Islanders tied us up at 4 right after the penalty shot goal. Potvin moves in and drives it by Tretiak, and we got a tie game. Checking the ticker real quick. Kansas City goes back up on top of Chicago, a goal by Dube, as they're still looking for their first win of the year. Esposito with it for Boston. The Karlamov over the line. Drops it back to Smith. Dallas Smith with a shot. And that's a save by Billy Smith, the goaltender. He took the angle away on that one. Cameron now. Over to Boston line. Drops it off to Potvin. Slides it over to Hart. Hart shot. That was blocked in front. Didn't make it through. I didn't see who blocked that. But it's taken by the Bruins right now. I'm going to get Hodge out here. We got some tired bodies for the Bruins. Let's get Donnie Marcotte out here as well. Esposito lugging the mail. Send it over to Hodge, who just jumped on the ice. Back to Esposito. Esposito with a drive. Saved by Smith. Rebound in front. Hodge was trying to get it, but it's taken away by the Islanders. Game is tied at 4. About 5 minutes to play here in the second period. It's been a dandy. We've had a little bit of everything. We had a penalty shot tonight. We've had power play goals. You name it. And Dallas Smith now is going to try to dump it in for the Bruins. Marcotte gets there first. Slides it back to the point to Sims, but it's stolen by Hart. And it's the Islanders with it. Greg Shepard coming out with the Oravadne line. Boston makes a minor change, trying to keep the line fresh towards the end of the second period here. Howard steers it in deep. Nystrom goes in to get it. Sends it back to the point to Potvin. Over to Gillies. Loose puck taken by Boston, though. Marcotte behind the net in the Islanders zone. Sends it back to Oravadne, but it's taken by Marshall. And Gillies plays it in deep to the Boston zone. Islanders have the puck now. Howard over to Potvin. Potvin had just scored on the power play. He sends it towards the net. Saved by Tretiak. Loose puck. Picked up by Orr, and let's just get it out of the zone. What do you think? Let's get the let's get Karlamov out here, and let's try to clear it out. Both teams changing him up. Karlamov off the bench has it, tries to get it to Hodge, but he's knocked off the puck by Westfall. Shepard scooping it up now. To Karlamov, back to Orr. Orr has it. He's got Hodge on the side, trying to get it over to Ken Hodge. Ken Hodge turns, fires, score! Ken Hodge goes high glove side on Billy Smith, and Boston retakes the lead.
Change, out of goal number 31, Billy Smith, and into the goal, number 1, Glenn Resch.
And that'll be it.
Boston goal
for
scored
Billy
by
Smith.
Number 8, Ken Hodge, his 5th of the season, assisted by number 4, Bobby Orr, and by number 17, Valery Karlamov. Time of the goal 17 minutes 15 seconds.
So that's number 5 on the year for Hodge. And he's tired. He's got 56 right here. He is tired right now. Or assisting. Orr's 13th assist of the year. I don't know if that's point or assist. I'll have to double check on it. I think it's assist. Karlamov as well. And terrific shot by Hodge. And that chases Billy Smith. So Chico Resch will come in. Glenn Resch will come in for the Islanders. As Boston leads this one 5-4 with 2:28 to go in the second period. Now Rombo moving. Rombo with the shot, looking for Nystrom to deflect it. Got a piece of it, but not enough. It goes into the corner. Boston has it now. 2:08 to go. Just going to try to break it out. This has been a back-and-forth game. Cashman to Schmatz. Over to Sims. Sims with a shot, and that just goes wide. Picked up by the Islanders. They look to break it out. And let's get let's put Orr back out here for right now. It's never a bad play. It's Stewart now into the Boston zone. Over to Lewis. They move around, hit by Cashman, and it's Boston with it. It's an odd man rush the other way. Cashman and Servad moving in. 2-on-1. To Servad. He shoots. He scores! So the first shot on Chico Resch, it goes in, and Boston leads 6-4.
Boston goal scored by number 11, Andre Servad, his 1st of the season, assisted by number 12, Wayne Cashman. Time of the goal 18 minutes 33 seconds.
So a big goal right there as Servad goes in on the 2-on-1 with Cashman, and he buries his shot. And now Boston with a 2-goal lead. That's the biggest lead of the night. And boy, we got a lot of goals to recap here in the box score at the end of the period. Orr with a big hit right now for Boston, and he has it in the neutral zone. They try to skate it in. Karlamov over the line, but he sent it over to Sims.
1 minute remaining in the second period.
Hands it, got a minute to go in the period. Hart now over to Boston line. It's a penalty
to
on
number
Sims.
23, Al Sims. 2 minutes for holding. Time of the penalty, 19 minutes 19 seconds.
So the Islanders go back on the man advantage. They are 1 for 2 on the man advantage. This will be their 3rd power play of the game. As you take a look at the out-of-town scores, Kansas City still leading Chicago. Detroit and Los Angeles, no score. Montreal now trails Philadelphia 3-2 at home. And Buffalo, Toronto still tied at 1 in Toronto. So let's get Donnie Marcotte and O'Reilly out there. And we'll go with this pair right here. So we got 41 seconds to go. Let's see if we can get it out and kill off the remainder of this period here. But it's controlled by the Islanders on the draw. Westfall has it at the point, trying to create some space. He lost the puck, taken by Boston. See if we can clear it out with 26 seconds to go. Marcotte has it, and they get it out. Taken by the Islanders, they come back. One last rush, about 18 seconds to go in the period. Now 11. They break it up over the line. Gillies with it to Westfall. Curling with it, getting pressure. Hit by Marcotte, and that will end the period. So a wild second period here in Long Island. And It's Boston 6 and the Islanders 4. Let's take a look at our box score. We haven't looked at that in quite some time. As you see, the craziness here in the second period. So Schmutz and Shepard scored for Boston in the first. St. Laurent and Howard. So it was 2-2. But 4 goals in the second by Boston, including a penalty shot by Wayne Cashman. But right after that penalty shot, just 12 seconds later, Dennis Potvin scored because that Cashman goal was shorthanded. He was hauled down by Potvin. Potvin redeemed himself with a power play goal, but then 2 goals later in the period, Hodge and Savard, and that's where we stand 6-4. A lot of penalties in this game, as you can see, as you would expect between the Bruins and Islanders team. And so we'll kick off the third period, with a man advantage for the Islanders. Still a minute 19 to go on that man advantage. 20 minutes on the clock here in a wild game here in Long Island. St. Laurent moves it over the line, over to Westfall, but he lost it, taken away by Boston. Cleared out the neutral ice. Islanders regain its Westfall. Westfall lost it again, taken by Boston, and they're going to try to snap it out, and they do. This time it goes all the way down. Time ticking away, and the penalty to Al Sims. Islanders over the line.
Boston
Westfall,
returns
St.
to
Laurent.
full strength.
Sims back on the ice. Teams is 5-on-5 right now. Poked away by Orr, and let's see if we can get some fresh bodies out here. And let's just take a balanced attack. Mikhailov now, over the line to Esposito, to Karlamov, drops it back to Edstrand. Edstrand at the point, looking for a tip. Esposito tipped it, but Chico Resch, the replacement goalie, was in there, drops the pad, and he makes a save, and he hangs on. Bill Barber has scored in Montreal. It's now 4-3 Philadelphia, and L.A. now at a 2-0 lead as Berry scored to make it 2-0 for the Kings over the Red Wings. Dudley ties things up in Toronto as Buffalo and Toronto are skating to a 2-2 tie. Just north of us. So we're going to keep these lines out here, see if we can draw it back. Top line out for the Bruins. Esposito, Karlamov, Mikhailov. But he's going to lose the face-off as Henning kicks it out of the circle. Islanders now bring it in. Dennis Potvin with it over to Henning. Henning with a drive. Saved by Tretiak, and it trickles by. I think Nystrom might have got a piece of that, and it trickles by Tretiak, and it goes in, and it's 6-5.
Number 23. Bob Nystrom, his first of the season, assisted by number 10, Lorne Henning, and by number 5, Dennis Potvin. Time of the goal 2 minutes 7 seconds.
So the Islanders not going away in this one. A shot tipped in front, trickled by Tretiak, and it's 6-5. And now Bourne looking to tie it. Bourne with a shot, saved Tretiak. That's 29 shots on the Boston goaltender. Boston has it now. They're going to try to break it out. Top line still out there for the Bruins. Flip it up the center, but it's taken away by McMillan. We're going to try to get our second line out there if we can right now. It's dumped in by the Islanders. Stewart has it. Oh, and McMillan, he lost it, and it's taken away by Boston. Let's get a little aggressive here. Now Busick over the line. Over to Hodge. Back to Busick. He leaves it for Edstrand. Edstrand with a shot. Saved by Chico Resch. And he will hang on to that one. He had to really stretch out to make the save. 16:38 to play. 6-5 our score. A very high-scoring game here in Long Island. Shepard wins it back to Busick. Busick to Hodge. Hodge shot, and that just went wide. Resch come out to cut down the angle, and that shot missed on the left side. Now Hodge with a big hit. Knocks his man down. Hodge has it in the neutral zone. Let's dump and chase on this one here. Busick flips it in. He tries to get it. Shepard has it now to Hodge. Sends it back to Orr at the point, and Orr had it hop over his stick, and it's taken by the Islanders. Now Vadnais with a big hit against the boards, and the Bruins have it in the neutral zone. We're going to try to send our third line out here right now. So let's try to skate it in and control that puck. Savard over the line. Or Vadnais play catch, but Howard knocks his man off the puck, and it's a 2-on-1. Oh, no, another odd man rush. Here come the Islanders, 2-on-1. Vadnais back alone. Howard with it. Howard moving in. Howard saved Tretiak. Oh, and that is a big save right there by Tretiak in the Boston net. There's been a lot of odd man rushes in this game, so I really need to take a look at my coaching tactic here. Oh, forecheck 1-2 defensive zone aggressiveness. What do I want to do here? Let's try play back a little bit. Let's see what that does. Savard on the draw with Bourne. No, I haven't seen that little glitch in a while. A little center ice face-off glitch. Boston brings it into the Islanders zone. Cashman and Savard move it back and forth. It's Cashman now being harassed by Marshall. Cashman with it over to Savard. Savard, he doesn't have a play. They cycle it in deep. A little flip pass over to Savard. Now over to Cashman. Cashman's going to try to cut to the net. Cashman tries to get around him, and it does. Cashman moves in, and saved by Resch. Cashman, a nice move back in the forehand, cut in front, got a nice drive away on Chico Resch, who's going to make the save. Esposito now out with the Russians on the first line. It's won by Esposito after a big battle there in the faceoff dot. Boston has it. Karlamov on the side, sends it back to Esposito, who's got Mikhailov. Trying to get it to Mikhailov. He gets it to him. His shot. Saved by Resch, and no rebound for Esposito, who is standing there at the doorstep like a dog looking at a steak. I'm going to keep this line out there right now. I'm going to go normal off the draw. 13:53 to play. Things have settled down a little bit in this 6-5 game. Islanders shoot all the way down, and it's going to be icing. So we're going to get the line 1 forwards and line 1 defenseman out there right now for Boston. Esposito and Stewart battle. The puck goes into the corner, and it's going to be sent down and offside at the Bruins blue line. Not happy with the call, but that is indeed the call. Face off in neutral ice. Esposito is going to win it for Boston. Esposito over the line to Mikhailov. Mikhailov tries to go back to Esposito. Knocked off the puck by Potvin, though. Terrific play by Dennis Potvin, who's having a terrific game for the Islanders, including a power play goal. Howard with it now. Over to Hart. Hart moving in. To Nystrom. Back to Hart. Shot save. Tretiak. Oh, that was a quick one. And Tretiak gobbles that up. 12:21 to play in this one. Second line coming out for the Bruins. I'm going to try to play it safe right now. It's won by the Islanders. Gillies wins that face-off. Howard has it now to Potvin. Over to Marshall. Marshall with a wrist shot. That's blocked by Johnny Busick in front. And Boston has it now. Let's see if we can get it out of the zone. Boston being hemmed in now as Potvin stepped up and knocked Hodge off the puck. Howard has it. Howard moving in with a shot. Save. Tretiak, and he's going to hang on with Gillies right in front of him. Oh, boy. Things are getting hairy now in the Boston zone. Shepard and Cameron on the draw. It's won by Greg Shepard. Hodge had it. He's hit by Rombo in the corner. Hart picks it up for the Islanders. They are getting very aggressive now, down by a goal. But Shepard now throwing his weight around for the Bruins. Let's see if we just clear it out right now. Let's set it up, and they clear it up, and it will be icing on the play. Well, if you want to play that way, I can put up my line 4 guys, and I can have Marcotte, Savard, and O'Reilly banging around a little bit, and that's what we're going to do. So the grinder's out for Boston here with 11:01 to play. Marcotte's going to win that face-off. Or has it. He's knocked off the puck by Stewart. Flipped out the center, though, and the Islanders have it. Rombo brings it right back in over to McMillan. Back to Rombo. They move it around. Rombo with a shot through a screen. Saved by Tretiak. That's shot number 33 right now. Vadnais has it. Vadnais just wants to shoot it out, and they will. And no icing is going to be waved off on the play. I gotta fix that. Icing waved off. I think I put that in. I got icing waved off is wrong. So let me make a note of that. I got my little notes here so I can change my my play-by-play when I have a chance. And the Island is coming right back the other way. They move in the shot. Is blocked. Picked up by Marcotte on the side. He's going to try to skate it out, and he does. He gets it up over the Islander blue line to O'Reilly. O'Reilly's it for Orr. Slides it to Vadnais. Vadnais with a shot. Saved by Resch. And the Islander goaltender hangs on. Resch coming in late in the second period for Billy Smith. Karlamov, Esposito go with the top line here with the second pair on defense. 9:32 to go. It's a nail-biter here in Long Island. The Bruins' 9-0 record is up against the wall on this one. Now we get a penalty coming. It's going to be another penalty on Boston. Westfall with the shot. That goes wide. Touched up by the Bruins, and here's the call.
Boston penalty to number 7, Phil Esposito, 2 minutes for hooking, time of the penalty, 10 minutes 42 seconds.
So we're going to get a little aggressive here in our own zone. Out of town scoreboard, nothing much has changed except for Chicago. Hull scoring to tie that one up in Kansas City at 2-2. Philadelphia continues to lead Montreal. The Kings over the Red Wings. And once again here at the end of 2, it's Buffalo-Toronto tied 2-2. So we're going to send... Yeah, we'll put the Russians out on the penalty kill. What do you think? Let's see what they can do. Let's see what they can do with Smith and Sims. There's that little face-off glitch again. Hope they fix that. That's annoying. Al Sims had his hit off the puck by Bourne. Westfall at the point. Playing the power play here. Westfall knocked off the puck by Mikhailov. And Stella Smith has it. Tempted to go aggressive here. Mikhailov has it. He's knocked off the puck by Nystrom. That didn't work. Now it's Westfall. Westfall with it. Moving on. Knocked off the puck by Karlamov. And Boston has it now. And we need to get... So these guys are actually doing all right, but let's get Hodgie out there. Oh, I got to clear it out. So I'm going to clear it out first. And then we'll make the change. So Johnny Busick and Hodge, let's get them out there on the penalty kill. Minute 20 to go on the penalty to Phil Esposito. Nystrom brings it up over center now. Over the line, taken away by Hodge. Hodge trying to clear it out, and they do. Here come the Islanders the other way. McMillan. Over to blue line. Stewart has it back to McMillan. Over to Marshall now. His shot blocked by Sims. Al Sims sliding and blocking that one. He has it, but it's taken away by the Islanders at center ice, and they play it right back in. Marshall with it now. Marshall with a shot, and that whistles high and over the glass. I think the defenseman got a stick on that, and we got a whistle. Let's get Marquardt, and I don't want to put O'Reilly out there. Servat, I guess. Or Vadnais, that sounds good. 19 seconds to go in the penalty to Phil Esposito. 7:37 to go here in a 6-5 hockey game. Boston clears it out all the way down. That will almost do it in the penalty. Islanders one last rush. They're offside, and Esposito is out of the box. So let's get line one back out there for Boston. Try a balanced attack here with 7 minutes to play. Mikhailov trying to get to the puck after Esposito wins it. Sends it back to Orr. Up to Karlamov. Over neutral ice. Over the line. Esposito has it. Esposito is going to go back to Orr at the point. Orr with a drive saved by a Resch. And 2 Bruins in front looking for the rebound, and neither could get it. 6:56 to play. That's the first shot by Boston in quite some time. They've been killing off some penalties here in the third period. Bourne now over to Boston line to Marshall. The Potvin over to Heading. Heading shot blocked by Vadnais in front. Boston in possession right now, trying to break it out of the zone. Mikhailov up to Orr. Orr on the rush. Sends it to Mikhailov. He's knocked off the putt by Potvin. And the Islanders have it in neutral ice. They bring it over the line. Hodge comes out for Boston. Cameron behind the net. Over to Westfall. Over to Hart. Hart with a shot. Hit the post. Oh, he clanged that one off the post to the left of Tretiak. And that nearly tied the game. That's how close we were. And I'm going to clear it out now with 6:04 to play. All the way down the other end. Icing is waved off. Howard has it now. To Gillies. Gillies moving in. Shot blocked by Busick. Gutsy blocked by Busick. That was Esposito has it. Let's see if we can just clear it out. Boston sends it back out all the way down. It won't be icing. Howitt now over center. They throw it in deep. Nystrom has it for the Islanders. They move it around. Gillies to Nystrom to Howitt. Howitt moves it in. Howitt takes a shot, and he scores! From the point, Howitt drives that one in, and with under 5 minutes to play, this one is now a 6-6 game.
Number 8, Gary Howitt, his 7th of the season, assisted by number 23, Bob Nystrom, and by number 9, Clark Gillies. Time of the goal 15 minutes 7 seconds.
So 12 goals scored on this one. Tretiak not having a real good night, as apparently me turning down the stats has had an effect on this game. So we're tied up again. The Bruins had a 6-4 lead here in the third period, and they've blown that. Now cashing to Savard. Shot saved by Resch. Resch has come in for Billy Smith at the end of the second period. He's only allowed 1 goal. So Savard on the draw. Now Cashman comes in to take the draw. Savard's kicked out of the face-off. Cashman's going to win that face-off. Gets it to Schmotz. They move it around to Savard, to Smith. They try to set it up. Schmotz has it in deep. Trying to get it to Savard on the outside. It's going to be a tough pass to make, and he can't make it. And the Islanders take control. Let's get Shepard out here. And, yeah, that's good. Nice over to Boston line to Potvin. Potvin with a shot saved by Tretiak. And he will hang on. He's given up 6 goals tonight, Tretiak, on 29 saves. Not a good night so far for the goaltender. So we're going to have Kharlamov with Shepard and Mikhailov now. Orr's out there with Sims. Face off in the Boston zone. It's won by the Islanders. Coming up on 3 minutes of play in this one. St. Laurent has it and lost the puck. It's Boston with it now. It's Shepard trying to break it out. Shepard over to Orr to Mikhailov. He fires it around the board. Shepard tries to get there and does. Gets it over to Orr. Slides it over to Sims. Sims with a shot blocked in front by Stewart. And there's no one in front for Boston to get the rebound. The Islanders have it and they flip it out the center. Picked up though by Boston. Gonna try dumping and chase here. Softly into the corner, but the Islanders get there first. Harris with it to Stewart, coming the other way to Marshall. Marshall shot, and that's blocked by Mikhailov. Coming up on 2 minutes of play. Orr has it, banks it off the glass, and sends it out of the zone. Islanders right back in, though. They move it around, sailing around. The shot blocked by Kharlamov. Boston gets the puck now. We need to make a line change here. Second line. And then let's get Vadney out here with Smith. Let's clear it out. 2 minutes to go now. Boston clears it all the way down, and we'll take the icing. That is fine. Esposito, Busick, and Hodge. Smith and Vadney. Remember, there's no timeouts back in 1974. And it's won by Esposito. Under 2 minutes of play in this one. They get it up the center ice. Going to try to skate it in. Esposito has it over the line, over to Hodge. Hodge goes back to Busick on the outside. Busick with a shot. Saved by Resch. And no rebound in front for the Bruins. The Islanders have it now. Coming up on a minute to play. Marshall with it. Up over center. He dumps it in. Stewart gets it for the Islanders. They move it around. It's crunch time right now.
1 minute
Stewart
remaining
with it.
in the third period.
Stewart moving with it to St. Laurent. His shot goes very wide and goes out of play, and that's a break for Boston. They can get Orr back out here on the ice with the top line. We're going to go to top line here. 50 seconds to go. Let's see if we can get this done. On the draw, a big face-off win by Esposito here in the final minute of play. Gets it up to Kharlamov. They bring it up over center. Kharlamov's going to try to skate it in. Kharlamov into the zone to Esposito, to Kharlamov, back to Orr. Orr, it's got Esposito on the outside, trying to get it to Esposito. Esposito moving in, tipped in front, and it's a save by Resch with 24 seconds to play. The Islanders have it now. Westfall carrying up the left side with 15 to play. Fires it hard around the boards. Time ticking away. Hart has it to Potvin. Will they get off a shot in time? McMillan with a shot. Blocked in front by Vadney. And Boston has it, and we're just going to clear it out. And that will do it. A wild one here in New York. And this one ends up 6-6. Fantastic game here tonight. Thanks to everybody that tuned in. And, yeah, let's look at the stats on this one. Holy guacamole here. It's 6-6. We have penalties. We have goals. This game had it all. We got a penalty shot. So let's see if I can squeeze some of this in here. So November 2nd, I don't need to see that. If I can see this scoring summary and all the penalties, I won't get them all in. There's a lot going on. But anyway, that's what we got going on here. I will do a quick print screen so I can post this on Dave Little's website. And 6-6, our final score. As you can see, Boston, no goals in the third period. They gave up a 6-4 lead. A lot of penalties in this one. Cashman scores on a penalty shot, and this game had it all. Let's see if I want to take a look at my exit out of here. Let's go back and take a look at our final scores for the day. Buffalo with the win over Toronto. Atlanta, St. Louis tied. There's our 6-6 tie. Philadelphia, Montreal tied. Montreal coming back in that one, tying that one up. The Kings over the Red Wings, and Chicago coming back and keeping Kansas City winless at 0-8. So let's take a look at the updated standings here. So we have Boston 9-0-1 right now after getting tied by the New York Islanders, and the Islanders now are 6-3-1 with that tie. I do want to take a look at my my stats one more time. So here's our final here, and our goaltender saves. I'll print that out, why not? And we'll snapshot that. And that will wrap things up here from Long Island. Thanks, everybody, tuning in. Once again, our final, it's Boston 6 and New York 6 in a wild one, which included a penalty shot goal by Wayne Cashman. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody, and have a good night. So long.